So at 3:41 p.m. today, our fire alarm office, our combined communication center, received a call for a fire in a building at the corner of Las Vegas Boulevard and Sahara. Once crews started going en route, they updated it to the Fontainebleau address, and then crews relocated to come there. Our first in crew arrived at 3:47, and we have knockdown of the fire at 4:19. Crews had to ascend multiple different areas. A lot of this place is obviously still under construction, so not everything was operational like we normally would have it. Security did a great job. Fontainebleau security guiding us in, getting us to where we had to go. The fire pumps are working as expected. We went to the roof, found some debris and construction material on fire. Crews were able to knock it down, check for extension. The fire is knocked down currently. Our investigators are on scene working on a cause, and there is no dollar loss known yet. For total, we had 12 engines, 4 ladder trucks, 7 rescues, 4 battalion chiefs, 1 EMS supervisor, 1 heavy rescue, and 2 air resources. For a total of 89 people, and then plus 2 chief officers, for a total of 91. It's very brief. I'm sure there might be some questions. What do you guys have for me?
Were there any firefighters injured or heat exhaustion?
Perfect. Nope, no injuries from firefighters nor civilians.
What was the construction debris?
They're roofing the top of it, so it's going to be basically roofing materials.
Was both the city of Las Vegas and Clark County Fire responding here?
Yeah, so let me give a shout out to them, right? So I do always want to thank our partners, Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. Metro does an amazing job securing our streets for us so our crews can get in there and start working and not have to worry about traffic coming through. And then this is a border right here for Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and the Clark County Fire. We do work really, really well together. Just the different color of our engines is one thing you can tell us apart. As far as our operations go, they're all seamless and we all work the same together.
How were you able to get upstairs? Was it through elevator or stairs? How did you go?
They did elevators.
Can you talk about the challenges both with the construction, not operational, and building also have today?
Yeah. There's always challenges, right? When you look at your buildings and whether they're under construction, and when everything goes through construction, it's still following codes. So in that aspect, it's great that the codes are being followed. And sometimes you think that might be a hindrance that it's under construction, but there was no occupants here. So for us, it was great. We weren't dealing with public trying to make that other hazard. So we were able to, instead of having to worry about patient care and those kind of needs, we were able to focus on firefighter suppression operations.
Do you know what floor that is? How high it makes?
I do not. The roof.
Okay.
That's
do you know
what.
if it was in a push back or postpone the opening of the hotel? Like, was it enough damage to postpone the opening of that?
I do not know.
So structural damage? Any?
Again, our investigators are up scene. They're going to work. They work well with the Fontainebleau property. They'll do those investigations, and then I'm sure prevention will be called out in building department, and they'll make sure everything else is taken care of. With it being on the roof and mostly construction materials, I would speculate that it's not too much structural damage, more just rooftop damage.
Was there anyone up there working?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any idea what touched off the fire?
I don't. Like I said, it's under investigation. Yes, ma'am.
Have we already gone through and checked for any hot spots and what happens?
Yes, so they are still up there. We're going to be here for a while. Our arson investigators just arrived on scene. We try not to put the fire out. We like to put the fire out completely, but we also want to make sure we investigate it properly. So if our crews are going in there tearing everything up, it's hard for our investigators to get an accurate cause and origin. So we do try to keep that at bay. So when they get here, and then once they make their determination, our crews will go in and finish out taking care of any hot spots.
The fire only stayed on the roof too?
I'm sorry?
The fire only stayed on the roof?
As far as I know, I did not hear of anything dropping below, so which is good.
Anything you tell residents with the extreme heat by leaving stuff outside, or maybe fire hazards?
Yeah, obviously there's those hazards. We can always do that safety check right now and preparedness. You have any of those explosives or gasoline or those type of fuels, try to keep them in the shade. It's hot. It's probably 125 on this asphalt right now. Just keep all your debris inside. Be clean.
Did y'all have to adjust because of the heat in terms of how you respond to this?
No, we did call a second alarm. Anytime we have smoke or flame showing from a high-rise structure, we call a second alarm, which is basically a mirror image of our first alarm assignments. So we would have done that anyways. It wasn't due to heat. We're very fortunate. We're used to this heat. This heat comes every year. This shouldn't be a surprise to us. Our crews are very acclimated to it. They do a great job working out, training in this type of weather. So when they do get these types of calls, it's not going to catch them for a loop.
And what did you say the total number of firefighters?
Total firefighters, I won't count myself or the other chief because we really don't count, right? 89 total. Those are the people that do the work, those guys and gals. So not me and the other chief. We're just here to do this for you guys.
Does the
How are they
building have
doing up there?
operational like water system? Like, does it have what water does
As I mentioned, the fire pumps were working, and our crews hooked up to the standpipes. There was no issues going through with that, so which is great. Again, when we have codes, so we have to look back at our valley, and in the early '80s we had some horrible fires. The codes that Las Vegas has put in place are amazing. It keeps everyone safe, whether it's under construction or it's totally built and user. So again, we're very fortunate with our codes that we have, and which actually made codes for a lot of the country in the world.
So the crews brought hoses with them
Always.
on the elevator.
Always. We always will bring our own stuff because we don't know what's going to be up there, right? I don't know how the last time that hose in that fire cabinet got checked. I do know when my hose was checked. All right, so our crews had to carry all their stuff up: saws, air bottles, tools, axes. Hose. They have to do it all, and the HighRise bag itself.
Chief, quickly, you said that crews are prepared for these types of calls in this type of weather. We heard you guys asking for more water bottles for the crews. Can you just talk about how the process goes when it's this type of heat out for the crews?
Yes. So we actually for HighRise Operations that we do, we'll set up a rehab or a recycle place. It'll be 2 floors below the fire, and so we'll have crews go down there and drink water, get some Gatorade, kind of cool off a little bit, and then go back up. They'll recycle. But we'll always have another crew in place to where when that crew leaves their assignment, another crew is backfilling right there. And we'll just do a rotation, and it works very well for us.
Can you talk about how important it is for civilians to be a part of this? Because if the fire's so high up, there probably wasn't any smoke alarms that were set off, right?
I do not know if there's any smoke alarms, so that's up to the investigators. Will do all that in their cause
Well, what is
information.
the community to help, with these types of issues? Like this big fire like this that was, way up there, hard to notice.
The best thing for us for the community is to kind of stay out of our ways and let us do our job and make sure we have access coming in. That's what we ask. We don't want to cause any more injuries while we're coming in, and it takes time. For us to get up to the top of a floor like this, it takes a little bit of time. So we appreciate the quicker we can get here, the quicker we can get our hose on our backs and start climbing, depending if the elevators are in place. And we're fortunate these were, so our crews didn't have to hike the whole way. Anything else?
Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming out. I apologize I couldn't do it right at 3 or 4:30. I'm sure everyone wanted to, but I had to get some information. I'm big on accurate versus fast information, so that's my thing. All right, guys, thanks.
Definitely respect that.
Yeah, and hey, I'll send I will send a thing out on Media O, or Chief Blackman one of us will, to follow up with anything else we come across. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, guys. Hey, you guys think
Thanks,
it's some
Chief.
water too.